found out my blood pressure was in what they call pre-hypertension, and so that bothered me. Then I had one of my blood tests, and it says my platelet count was low, and so that was puzzling. Went through all the medical tests, and they still couldn't figure out what was going on. So I started doing my own research, and I found out that uh, dairy products could be one of the main factors that cause people platelets to be low. And then I went back after like 2 years visiting the doctor, and they couldn't figure out what's going on. I sat with the oncologist because they thought I had cancer. It was the scariest thing, right? And he said, I have good news and I have bad news. And so I was like very, very nervous. And he said, well, the good news is we don't know what's wrong with you. You know, the good news is, yeah, you don't have cancer. The bad news is we don't know what's wrong with you, and we don't know. So I'm like, okay, well, I continued going to him for a couple of years, and while I was started doing some research, and online, I think it was, oh gosh, maybe the Hawaiian Veg Fest video they had posted, and I saw this doctor was talking about, she was a doctor, she had...
Dr. Ruth Heydrich.
It might have been her.
Iron Lady.
Yes.
She's
yes.
my good friend too.
Oh yeah, okay. And this person had low platelets, and then she was a vegetarian, so she thought she was doing the right thing. And then she mentioned that after she gave up dairy, her platelet counts went back up in the normal range. It was still low, but it was in the normal low range. And so that convinced me to give up dairy first. So the first 2 weeks, I gave up dairy, and I continued to do research. And I couldn't believe what I was finding out. Like, the leading cause of cancer is from animal products. And I was like, wow, how come I didn't know this? Diabetes runs in my family. I saw Dr. Neil Bernard presentation from PCRM, talked about how he reversed diabetes. I was like, what, really? All my life I was scared I was gonna get diabetes. And now you told me I'm not gonna get it. I was like, wow, this is a no-brainer. So I switched immediately. 2 weeks later, I went vegan and never looked back.
Well, tell me, what were your symptoms that you had something wrong with you?
I didn't have any symptoms. It was just an annual physical. I only get I like to do my yearly, physical every 12 months. And so I just went in to get a physical, and then that's what I was like, wow, I thought I was doing everything right. I exercise 7 days a week.
What kind of exercise?
I cycle, I run, I play tennis at the time, I swim. So I thought I was doing everything right, and I was eating the pyramid diet, according to the USDA. And so I thought I was, I figured, well, maybe it's, obviously, I'm going to have some health effects later on in life, but not at 50. I was like, wow, so I didn't feel sick. I must say, I didn't feel sick. I must say, occasionally when I would do long bike rides, and if we're going really fast, I would notice that I wasn't really exhausted, but my energy level was low. And so that's what probably stems from the low iron. Like the doctor was saying, my iron was I was anemic, which I thought was bizarre for a guy, And so, that was my main.
So what changes did you experience after you made the
Come on in.
changes?
Oh, wow. I thought it was remarkable. I was like,
You park out there and then walk in here.
I started having a lot more energy.
Right out there. I've got to move my car. You see where the others are, hon?